Hey guys, welcome back to BollyPiano. This section is the hardest section of the song, but once you master it, it's going to be a lot of fun to play. I'll go ahead and demonstrate it first. 5, 6, 7, and. Alright, as you may have noticed, a lot of grace notes are used in this section to really capture the sound of the harmonium in the song. Though, since we're playing individual notes for every bar, instead of walking through all the notes being played, I'm actually going to focus more on the timing, as the hovering bars anyways tell you what the notes are. Okay, starting off with bar number 42. Without the grace notes, it goes like this. 5, 6, 7, and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 and a. One time. 5, 6, 7, and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 and a. Next up, in bar number 43, it goes like this. 5, 6, 7, and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. One more time. 5, 6, 7, and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Then bar number 44 goes like this. 5, 6, 7, and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. One more time, a little slower. 5, 6, 7, and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Then in bar number 45, we go 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. One more time, a little slower. 5, 6, 7, and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. And for our most intricate bar number 46, I'm not even going to bother counting on top of what I play. I'm just going to be playing it as it should be. So what happened over here was we start off okay with 1 E and a 2 E and a, but 3 E and a is occupied by 8 notes running down an octave, starting from upper B and ending at lower B. Now, we have given you a finger suggestion so that it's just easier for you to roll your fingers down the keyboard. So you can keep practicing that until your fingers get smooth enough to play it as fast as it can. And we end off with 2 quavers, G and F sharp at the end. Alright, I'll just demonstrate the entire sequence from bar number 42 one more time. Let's go for it. 5, 6, 7, and. Alright, and now for those of you who are looking for a challenge, I'm going to demonstrate this sequence again, but this time adding all the grace notes involved very slowly. 5, 6, 7, and. And one more time, a little faster. 5, 6, 7, and. I've deliberately made the left hand very easy because the right hand is so intensive that all your concentration will go into making sure you're playing all the notes correctly. So all you'll have to do is follow the chord symbols above each bar, and whenever you see a C, you're playing C and G. Whenever you're seeing a D above the bar, then you're playing D and A. And if you're seeing E minor, then you're playing E and B. Alright, now comes the last 4 bars. Thankfully, bars 47 and 49 are repeats of bar number 9 from the intro tutorial. I'll demonstrate it once again to remind you guys how it sounds. 5, 6, 7, and. Now bars 48 and 50 are 2 right hand intensive bars again. So let's dissect them one by one. Starting with bar 48, we are going to be playing it like this. 5, 6, 7, and. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. One more time. 5, 6, 7, and. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 and 4 and. And bar 50 goes like this. 5, 6, 7 and. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. One more time. 5, 6, 7 and. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. As for the left hand, since the right hand is already so complicated, we'll just support it with chords. In both bars, we will be starting with C, octave Cs, and we're going to move on to playing octave Ds in the latter half. So if I demonstrate it with the right hand, it will go like this. 5, 6, 7, and. And bar number 50 will go like this. Now, once again, we do have grace notes involved. So for those who are ready to take up the challenge, it will sound like this with the grace notes. And for bar number 50, it will be like this. Okay, now I'm just going to demonstrate these last 4 bars once again with both the hands a little slower so that you guys get a hang of how to play it. 5, 6, 7, and. Okay, there you have it. This is a very complex yet beautiful instrumental. Now we are ready to piece everything together. So I'll see you guys in my next video for the full run through. Thank you very much.